Hey, what's up? If you're looking for the best and most profitable betting strategy, you came to the right place. For instance, if you had followed my strategy for the last couple of events, you'd have now nearly 145% profit. If you're talking about the last 5 events, you'd have nearly 231% profit, which is nearly it's between 4 to 5 times the money that you risked. Everything is recorded and transparent, guys, being losses as you guys can see here. And if I add everything together, I have nearly 400% profit for the year. I separate these things into high, medium, and low confidence bets, and where I describe to you guys the value. You can see how confident I am, if you should take this bet or not. It's up to you, obviously, but still, I give you all my analysis transparently. Everything is visual. Everything is... I show the evolutions through time so you guys can gain confidence. And hi, this is Roder MMA Bet. I have more than 9 years experience of betting MMA and UFC. In this video I'll be covering UFC 260. The full card breaks down for Miocic versus Ngannou. I'm separating this video as following. I'm starting with the past results, then I'm going to the full card betting, then on to the breakdowns. And if you'd like to support the channel, keep it running, stick until the end. I can show you information how to do it. The only caveat here, guys, this cannot be regarded an investment of any type, and I'm not recommending you to follow anything that I'm saying. This is only my analysis, how I'm doing things. If you wish to follow anything that I'm saying here, take it your full responsibility and accountability. There is also a disclaimer in the description. Please make sure that you read before proceeding. So the past results, like I said, I haven't covered this yet. UFC Fight Night 186, which was Gane versus Rosenstruik. I bet nearly 5% of my money, came 11.38, which gives for the event nearly 16% profit, more than double of the money. And this is how I did in terms of the correct picks. It was 62%. The right bets for when I bet the juice, 50%. When I bet the dog, I got everything right, which was Thiago Moises here. For UFC 259, I said a lot about Megan Anderson. She lost, but still I had great profits in Zetchuk, in Trevin Jones, Uros Medic, Amanda Lemos, and Kyler Phillips. So all wins. I lost also Jake Matthews. Still, it came to nearly 7% profit from the unit perspective from the all betting money. Nearly 30% profit for the event, and these are the metrics. I got 80% of the right picks. 100% when I bet the juice, and nearly 67% when I bet the dog. Okay, like I showed at the beginning, this is how things are adding up. This is how things are coming through. So let's go on to how I'm betting the card. Give me a second here. All right, guys, on to how I'm betting the card between the fight between Abubakar Nurmagomedov versus Jared Gooden. I'm picking Nurmagomedov. I'm not betting the fight. Omar Morales versus Shane Young. I'm picking Morales, I'm not betting the fight. Marc-Andre Barriault versus Abu Azaitar. I'm picking and betting Barriault. And 1.25% of my money, it's a small bet. Jessica Penne versus Hannah Goldy. I'm picking Penne and betting her. Quite confident here, nearly 2.25% of my money. Luana Pinheiro versus Randa Markos. I'm picking Pinheiros, I'm not betting the fight. Michal Oleksiejchuk versus Modestas Bukauskas. Picking and betting Oleksiejchuk. Only parlaying him, nearly less than 1% of my money, so small bet there. Vicente Luque versus Tyron Woodley, picking Luque, not betting the fight. Sean O'Malley versus Thomas Almeida, picking O'Malley, not betting the fight. Alexander Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega, I'm picking Volkanovski and betting Volkanovski. 1.5% of my money in a parlay, quite a good bet in my opinion. Francis Ngannou versus Stipe Miocic, I'm picking Ngannou, I'm not betting the fight. William Knight versus Alonzo Menifield, picking Menifield, not betting the fight. Miranda Maverick versus Gillian Robertson. I'm picking Robertson. I'm going to be betting the fight. Actually, let me fix this one. I'm going to be betting Robertson in a low confidence bet, and it's going to come to 2% of my money. Alright, so I'll fix this one later, but you guys have it. 2% of my money. I'll fix this potential return afterwards, okay? So on to the breakdown, guys. I'm gonna, for my returning subscribers, I'm gonna be doing something slightly different now. Instead of commenting each guy's skills, I'm gonna be commenting how they match up and what I'm expecting in the fight. So between Abubakar versus Gooden, Abubakar best asset of his game is definitely the sambo wrestling, the top control. In terms of hands, not bad either. Quite good straight shots, not bad power, even though he's a quite small guy for the division. Gooden is a big guy for the division, but he lacks technique. He's quite wild on the feet. Also, he's said to be a good grappler, but I haven't seen in the videos, to be honest. He doesn't shoot much. Also, he's quite passive from the back, you know, he's not too active. So I expect Abubakar to either push the pace, take this guy down, hold him down fairly easily, or Abubakar being able to outstrike him. Gooden comes wild, and I think Abubakar will be able to land the straight shots. But the thing is that this guy is big, he's young, he's strong, and he doesn't care of getting hit. Abubakar doesn't have the best power, the best physical strength, so I'm quite curious, to be honest, guys, to see if Gooden can keep pushing the pace, if Abubakar gonna break at some point. I think he can. That's why I'm actually not betting the fight, even though I think Nurmagomedov is a decent favorite. I'm picking him by decision. This would be my odds for the fight, so I don't know, guys. This is a very tricky fight to bet. I would bet Abubakar maybe at the pick and money, or Gooden at like plus 200 to plus 230 range. So take a look at this, guys. For now, I'm skipping this one, and these are the comments that I think you guys can read. It's worth your time. On to the next one, William Knight versus Alonzo Menifield. So it's another one quite tricky to call and to bet. Menifield is the more powerful striker. He used it to be quite wild. Then he brought a more, let's put it, paced style. And he's not bad, well-rounded, you know. His clinch game is pretty decent. Good knees up the middle, you know. Good not straight shots, good hooks, you know. Powerful, like I said. But Knight is a physical guy for the division himself, you know. Quite compact, quite good on the grappling. He's not technical or anything, but he's so strong and he pushes the pace so much that I'm giving him 4 stars in this regard. Also think very difficult to quite difficult to take down, not easy to hold down. Like I said, very strong guy. How should this play out? I think gonna be a back and forth battle, to be honest. I think Menifield gonna start landing some shots, gonna maybe try to finish Knight. I don't think he's gonna be able. I think from there he's gonna preserve his cardio a little bit, try to outstrike Knight, try to avoid the clinch. Knight's gonna keep pushing the pace, you know, the way he does, coming forward, you know, trying to brawl in the inside, clinching, trying to take Menifield down, which I eventually think he will. So could be like probably Menifield in the first round, starting a little bit stronger, doing more damage, then slowing down, but still preserving his cardio. I think he learned his lesson. But Knight trying to out-wrestle him, hold him down. So it's back and forth here, guys. It's tough for me to call. I'm picking Menifield by TKO. Even though I'm not too confident, I think if he starts landing, he can finish Knight. But don't be surprised if Menifield gets this on a decision, or even Knight. Obviously, I think his best chances by decision. So again, tricky one to bet and to call. These would be my odds. You know, I'm skipping this fight too because, you know, gonna be very chaotic and tough to predict. Even on the round betting part, very tough to predict. Both of these guys can finish each other at any time. So I don't know, if we can get round betting at these lines, I would go for it. You know, over 1.5 at plus money, over 2.5 at plus 200 range. But rather than that, I think it's really quite tricky, this one. Alright, but here are my comments. Feel free to pause and take a look at it. Miranda Maverick versus Gillian Robertson. Another fight, you know, that it's, the outcome here is not going to be easy because Robertson is the better grappler. She's the better wrestler. In terms of striking, offensively it's quite even. None of these girls is anything impressive, you know. Maverick is better on the defensive striking, which I think is going to be interesting because Gillian doesn't have power, doesn't have much technique, doesn't have the range. Maverick does a better job of hitting angles, using more kicks. Also, Maverick's not easy to take down, you know, but I think eventually Robertson gonna take her down. I think Robertson has a very good single leg. She can also body lock, is a good BJJ player. She has the grappling here. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Maverick comes prepared to the takedowns, if she can get back up, which I think she can, but Robertson will keep shooting, will keep trying to out-grapple her. I think she will eventually take her back. So I think Gillian is the more consistent girl here, but still Maverick is young, she's strong, and she's the better striker. So gonna be, again, very interesting. I'm expecting Robertson to come forward in the beginning, try to, you know, wrestle Maverick. If she cannot, then things gonna be interesting. I think Maverick gonna start landing, but still Gillian gonna keep shooting. But it comes down to how well Maverick is prepared to the takedown defense. But again, I'm gonna be rewarding here consistency. To me, this is a nearly pick 'em, you know, could be either way. I'm going Robertson by submission, but it's super tentative, you know. I think between submission and decision, it's about the same for Robertson. So don't be surprised if she cannot, you know, take Maverick down and up a decision, a close decision. You know, Robertson being able to out-wrestle her a little bit, but not decisively, like split decision type of thing. Both of these girls having their moment. So it's still, like I said, tough to call and to bet, but still Robertson is at plus 150. I think there's value there. I'm putting 2% of my money, like I said. And here are my comments, guys. Feel free to pause and read this. It's worth your time. Albert Morales versus Shane Young. Morales, he's a brawler in a sense that he comes forward, he puts lots of pressure, very powerful shots. He has a good jab too, very powerful kicks. But his best assets is definitely his physical strength, you know, the volume, his cardio. He keeps coming, you know, he's very powerful, he's heavy-handed. Shane Young, he's a good striker himself, he has got some power. But between the two, Morales is the more physical guy, he has more power, the better kicks. And Young has the better technique, arguably. I like the way he moves his head, he bobs and weaves. But still, guys, he doesn't have the range advantage here. Gonna be tough to do against Morales, who likes to come forward and land heavy. I expect that Morales gonna, you know, probably dominate this fight, but still Young has got the technique. Morales, if he cannot land his shots, his big shots, he starts getting frustrated, you know, lose a little bit his style, his effectiveness. I don't know. I think Shane gonna somehow come prepared, gonna try to, you know, clinch a little bit, wrestle even, to keep Morales honest. So it's not easy to bet, in my opinion. I think Morales is a good favorite. I was tempted to throw him on a parlay. I may even do it. I'm still thinking about it. But if I would have to bet between the two, I would be betting Morales. But I don't like much the price. Nowadays, I think the bookies have nearly what I have. But still, guys, I don't know. I'm not too confident on Morales, you know, because Young is a good fighter himself. But again, if I'm going to be betting, maybe going to be Morales in a parlay. This would be my prop bets. I'm picking Morales by decision. Also, feel free to pause here. These are worth your time. On to the next fight, Khama Worthy versus Jamie Mullarkey. Worthy, this guy is basically a very strong power puncher. I like his striking defensively rather than offensively. He makes mistakes when he comes forward. He kind of loses a little bit. His straight shots start coming wild with weird power, you know, kind of chin up type of thing. So, but defensively, he's solid. He keeps his ground and he starts throwing. This guy has good power, you know, very heavy-handed. Mullarkey is the more well-rounded fighter here, guys. Not bad striking himself, not bad power. Likes to push the pace when he has the strength advantage and has the power advantage. He's very strong on the front foot. But what I expect here, guys, I expect Worthy, as always, to hold the center of the octagon, keep his feinting. His opponent comes in, he's trying to swing and try to put guys out. So that's basically what he does. I think Mullarkey is the better fighter here. Mullarkey is a young guy, even though he has been finished before. I think he learned his lesson. He's a good technical boxer. I think he's gonna try to exchange a little bit with Worthy, but when Worthy starts overcommitting, he's gonna shoot. And I expect Mullarkey to out-grapple him. Like I said, this guy's tough. Even if he gets hit, he gets hurt, I think he's gonna keep coming. So I am more confident on Mullarkey here. I'm picking him. And my bet on Mullarkey is by decision. I think Mullarkey can even get hurt on the first round, but come on top of the second. So, I don't know, could be even a draw in this regard if Worthy can do lots of damage on the first and Mullarkey just out-grapple him from there. But still, I think Mullarkey has more chances, you know, with the calf kicks, getting inside and, you know, taking Worthy down from the first round. So I'm slightly confident for Mullarkey, you can say. Like I said, for me, he's a small favorite between 140 range, minus 140 range. He's not plus 140 money, so there is value there. I'm betting him. And this would be the prop bets that I'll be taking. These are my comments. Feel free to pause here. And I think they're worth your time. On to the next fight, Marc-Andre Barriault versus Abu Azaitar. Both of these guys are mostly an offensive striker, especially Barriault. Likes to push the pace unstoppably, lots of volume, keeps coming, you know, straight shots, hooks, knees, up the middle. But that's basically what he does. He doesn't have much clinch, you know, much grappling, even though defensive grappling is quite decent because he's a tough fighter to hold on the clinch and on the ground. So I'm giving 3 stars there. Now, Azaitar, quite similar. When he starts he doesn't come forward as much as Barriault does. But still, he has some blitzes. He's also not afraid to brawl. He stands his ground and he swings. He does a better job on the defensive part. He has more angles type of thing. He's also the better wrestler in this matchup, which is going to be interesting. He's a quite good wrestler, actually. He can chain techniques together. I'm not giving 4 stars because he doesn't have the volume and the consistency with the wrestling. He doesn't shoot enough, so that's why I'm giving 3. But still, I expect this one to be close. I think Barriault gonna start marching Azaitar down from the beginning. Azaitar gonna start swinging, so it's gonna be interesting to see if Barriault, how many shots Barriault can take. I think he's gonna start getting hit, but he's gonna keep pushing the pace. I expect that Barriault is more aggressive, does more damage at the end of the day, because he's younger. I think he has better technique. Azaitar is more like a wild puncher, even though he's quite strong himself and has the better wrestling. I think Barriault at the end gonna walk him down, do more damage, get taken down eventually, but at times, but still get back up and keep pushing the pace. That's how I predict this fight gonna go. I'm going Barriault by decision. This would be my odds for the fight. Quite tricky to bet, actually. I was tempted to pass, but either way, I'm gonna go with the younger fighter here, Barriault. I think he has some chances to win, so like I said, I'm putting nearly 1% of my money on him. Alright? These are the prop bets that I'll be taking, the round bets that I'll be taking. I think this most likely is going to the decision, so over 1.5 round at minus 200 range is a good one, in my opinion here. Alright? Feel free to pause, take a look at it. Jessica Penne versus Hannah Goldy. This is my biggest bet of the card. It's on Penne. I think she's the way better fighter here, to be honest, guys. Goldy, she's basically a counter puncher, but she's quite fast, some power, but she doesn't have the range, the size, the height. So it's kind of she reminds a little bit of Danielle Taylor, which Penne lost to, but she's not at Taylor's level, in a sense that she doesn't have that good takedown defense. Taylor also did a good job on the clinch type of things, I think Penne, at the end of the day, she's the better striker, can do more straight shots. She's definitely the better grappler. I expect Penne to come forward. Even she can get hit at times. She's going to be able to clinch. I think she's going to take Goldy down quite easily, to be honest, like with a body lock, pulling her to can even pull guard on her, hit the sweep there. So I think Penne has all the skills to win this. Even though she's in a long layoff, she's like 37 now. I think she's coming ready. She's going to try a second run in the UFC. So I'm also putting this into account. May not happen. Maybe that she comes in her worst case, in her worst shape. I don't think it's going to happen. I think she's going to come nearly to her best shape. And I expect her to, like I said, march Goldy down, even outstrike her. And then when Goldy starts to commit to some strike, clinch, take her down, and probably gonna go to the decision. Penne has some chances for the submission, like I'm putting here. I will be betting her by submission if I can get like plus 700 range. But still, Penne to me is the better fighter. I would put these prop bets, these lines in my countings, in my handicapping. Penne is now plus 100, right? So she's at plus money. I think it's a good bet there. Like I said, it's my biggest bet of the card. But still, be careful here. Don't throw too much money. I'm under 3% of my money, so it's not that much. Because, like I said, Penne is on a long layoff. At the end, you can never be sure. But still, I think she's going to come on shape and going to dominate this fight. Luana Pinheiro versus Randa Markos. Pinheiro is a powerful striker, likes to march girls down. She's got good power, keeps throwing kicks, swings, she keeps coming. Markos, I like her ground game especially, she's a good offensive wrestler, good grappler. But in terms of striking, I was tempted to give her a better rating here, but still she doesn't throw enough, doesn't have much power. I think at the end, this fight's going to come down to Pinheiro marching Markos down, doing more damage. Markos going to shoot. I think Pinheiro has enough takedown defense to stop her most of the times. Even she gets taken down, I think she's going to be able to explode. She's a big, quite big girl for the division, young. Is well trained with her boyfriend. I think Matheus Nicolau should be her boyfriend, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I think she's going to be definitely ready for this fight. I think she's a strong favorite. I'm actually tempted to bet Pinheiro. I have her nearly what the bookies have, like minus 180 range. So if I'm forced to bet, even as weird as it sounds, I would be betting Pinheiro, even though I like dogs, to bet dogs more than juices. But still, I think Pinheiro is quite a strong favorite. Randa Markos is on decline, in my opinion. But still, this girl is tough. She showed up before. She can make it a close fight, but I don't think so. I'm going Pinheiro by TKO, probably in the first couple of rounds, alright? And these are the comments that I have here. Feel free to pause. Actually, I didn't put the round betting here. I think Pinheiro, I would go like over 1.5 rounds at minus 150 range, but under 2.5, over 2.5 I would be quite careful because I'm expecting actually that Pinheiro finishes her. So either way, it's quite a tricky one to bet this one. Okay, but if I have to choose, I would go Pinheiro. Right, on to the next one, Michal Oleksiejchuk versus Modestas Bukauskas. Not the best fight in the world here. Michal likes to march guys down with the boxing style, move his head, twitch movements, quite odd style. But he does quite a good job there. He's an experienced guy. Bukauskas, he's not bad experience. He has some experience on his native country. Forgot which one is it, like Latvia or something. But still, he lacks the skills, in my opinion. Lacks the consistency, the game plan. I don't know. I have a feeling that Michal gonna come forward, outstrike him. This guy gonna shoot. Michal doesn't have the best takedown defense in the world, but still it's quite decent. He struggles from his back, but Bukauskas doesn't have the best top game. So I don't know. I even think that Michal gonna be able to escape. He's a veteran. So I expect again Michal to walk this guy down. Start landing more shots, stop the takedowns, get back up, continue doing the more technical guy, and also more volume. But Bukauskas has good kicks. He can try to out-wrestle Michal. I don't think he's going to be able to, but he'll try to shoot. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. I'm going Michal by decision. These will be the prop bets that I'll be taking. I think Michal gonna march Bukauskas down quite a lot. He's going to start accumulating damage on Bukauskas, maybe get a finish on around 3 or something. So take a look on this prop bet, and also this will be the other prop bets that I'll be taking. Feel free to pause here, read these comments. I think they're worth your time. On to the next one, Sean O'Malley versus Thomas Almeida. So if you're a fan of MMA, probably know O'Malley. Dynamic guy, young, tall, flashing. Almeida used to be like this, I think he lost a little bit his momentum. I expect O'Malley actually to do what he does, lots of feints come with those, spinning kicks, those flashy head kicks, those straight shots, lots of feinting. Almeida gonna try to come forward to brawl. I think at some point he's gonna get caught because, he makes mistakes, his hands drop, he doesn't have the best chin in the world. Now, interesting enough, O'Malley is not the physical guy, even though he's quite long and lean. He's lanky, skinny. I don't know, not every fight, but, I think more than 50% of his UFC fight, he got some type of injury in the fight, which is very odd. I don't think this guy has the strongest body ever. But still, in this fight, I don't think gonna be a factor, as it was in the previous. If you guys follow me for quite some time, I bet Vera there. I even said that Vera gonna win. I think because O'Malley would get an injury, which happened. So take a look at this video. I even don't remember the card. Take a look on the card. Search on my channel, you're gonna find it. But still, I don't think in this fight gonna be something that O'Malley gonna break himself, have an injury. I think Almeida gonna get TKO'd quite fast. So my prediction is O'Malley round 1 TKO. I think the bookies have it right on terms of odds. I don't bet Almeida on this fight. I don't think O'Malley either. It's too expensive to my liking. I would like to take a look on these prop bets here. If you like Almeida, by decision is not a bad bet. O'Malley by decision may be interesting too, because Almeida doesn't have the best chin, like I said, but he's a tough guy. He's not gonna stop fighting unless he's put out. He can come with good defense type of things. Get out strike, eat lots of damage, but not getting finished. So I don't know. Maybe by decision, maybe the best bet here, because I think everybody expects that O'Malley finish him on the round 1. Okay. In terms of round betting, be careful because O'Malley can finish him anytime. Even Almeida has a chance if he starts landing more. O'Malley breaks as he always does in the fights. I don't know. But still, I would be careful here. This would be proper bets that would be interested. Be careful here, guys, either way. Okay, feel free to pause here. Take a look at this video. Worth your time. Vicente Luque versus Tyron Woodley. Woodley is on a decline, 100%. I don't think this guy has anymore the championship mentality. He was never a dominant champion. He was always criticized for being passive, etc. He's even worse now. Don't expect that he's gonna show up to fight against Luque. I think gonna be an easy fight for Luque. Gonna march him down, start landing shots. Woodley gonna try to throw the overhand. Even can land once or twice, but Luque gonna be ready for that. Gonna keep, throwing kicks, calf kicks. Woodley can try to wrestle. I think Luque gonna be prepared for that, and Luque and Woodley gonna be frustrated. So, like I said, expect Luque to march Woodley down, avoid the right hand, avoid the wrestling, win fairly easily. My pick is Luque. I'm going by decision, but could be TKO easily, you know. But yeah, I think Woodley at the end gonna wait back, just lose a boring decision as he always does because he doesn't like getting hit, so he avoids getting hit. He's athletic, he's powerful, etc. But yeah, I think gonna be Luque all day here. I don't know, man. If you're forcing me to bet, I would be throwing Luque on a parlay, but I don't know. I don't want to bet Luque at minus 300 range. Maybe Luque by decision may be interesting. I'll take a look at that. Maybe Woodley by decision if the price is right, like plus 700, but I don't think we're gonna find this line, right? So maybe over 1.5 round at minus 170, over 2.5 at plus 150, maybe an interesting one if we can find these lines, all right? On to the co-main event, Alexander Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega. Good fight. Volkanovski, he's evolved quite a bit through his career. He's developed a very effective striking style. I like the way he jabs, he throws straight punches. He mixes in very well with head movement, with angles. Then he clinches. He's very strong on the clinch. This guy's problem is the takedown defense. And everybody knows about Ortega's grappling game. Ortega also has tried to evolve throughout his career. I don't think he picked up the boxing as much as people think he did. He added some interesting head movement, some flashy, you know, shoulder rolling, you know, elbow blocking type of thing, but he doesn't use it effectively enough. I don't think he's as a good boxer as people think he is. But he's a nasty grappler, you know. This guy catch the neck, you know, you're in trouble, you can get finished anytime. I think at the end, Volkanovski gonna come prepared, gonna outstrike Ortega, especially in the first rounds. Ortega is dangerous, but I think we're gonna see Volkanovski pushing the pace, landing more, protecting his neck, avoiding the wrestling, and keep pushing the pace. At some point, Ortega gonna get frustrated. He's gonna still try to shoot and etc., but he's gonna just get picked apart, in my opinion. You know, Volkanovski, even though he doesn't have the best takedown defense, I think it's quite decent, and as Ortega is not the best wrestler in the world, that's why he doesn't have 4-star here. It's I think it's gonna be tough for Ortega to take Volkanovski down. The only thing, not the only, no, but most likely if Ortega wins here, gonna be inside of the clinch. He kind of jumps to Volkanovski's neck, gets him in a guillotine or something, but I don't give this much likelihood. That's why I'm actually picking Volkanovski and betting him. You know, I took some bets already on Volkanovski at minus 200, but there's money coming on Ortega. I'm holding that off too, you know, to the better lines. But Volkanovski by decision is definitely the pick here. And let's see how this goes, guys. I think, you know, Volkanovski is a strong favorite. Let's see. Maybe Ortega can jump on his neck, make me eat my words, but I think, yeah, we're going to see the champ holding his belt. All right? So feel free to pause here. These are the prop bets. And on to the main event, Francis Ngannou versus Stipe Miocic. Guys, it's really difficult to call this. The reason is Ngannou is just exactly the same fighter, I think, you know, as he was in the first bout. Ngannou just puts everyone out in 1 minute, so it's very difficult to know if this guy evolved or not, he has any tools. I think he has to adapt, you know, from the first fight. It's impossible that he didn't learn his lessons. I'm expecting actually if Ngannou paces himself, he easily wins these guys because he's so massive, so powerful, so rangy, you know. It's gonna be tough for Miocic, you know, even though Miocic is a good wrestler, Ngannou is so big, he comes with some takedown defense ready. He's gonna be able to stop Miocic, unless he again burns his cardio and you know, gets taken down, doesn't have the energy to fight Miocic. He can again lose the fight. But if I'm gonna compare these guys, you know, Ngannou has to adjust just a little bit to a single leg defense. The double leg gonna be difficult either way for Miocic, so he has to defend a single leg, has to preserve his cardio and use 1-2s, and Ngannou wins this fight. Now, if he doesn't come with the wrestling defense ready, we're gonna see Miocic out wrestling him again. Miocic not gonna try to trade with this guy, you know, especially if Ngannou is not deadly tired, you know. Miocic knows the power. So again, guys, it's Miocic trying to wrestle, and Ngannou. Let's see what Ngannou gonna do. You know, that's basically the prediction. I'm going Ngannou by TKO. You know, I'm expecting him to adjust and finish Miocic. Let's see. All right. But I think, again, he's going to pace himself. Maybe over 1.5 rounds may be interesting. I don't know how the bookies will have this one. You know, over 2.5, I think I'll be more careful. But still. Alright, guys, this will do for this cardio. For this card. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe. And as I said, in the end of the video, I'm commenting on if you'd like to support the channel. So if you'd like to support me, there's my PayPal account for international donations. Feel free to support the channel, like I said. There's the Patreon account. There's no content there, but I'll be adding the content soon. I'll be putting these videos for early videos there, so you guys can catch the best line already, how to do things if you wish to follow anything I'm saying, obviously. And yeah, these things will be moved there probably from middle of April, something. So for now, enjoy it, what you guys have. And yeah, that's it, guys. I'll be keep uploading these videos. For obviously you guys will always have in a weekly basis on the fight week you're gonna have either way the video. So if you like this, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. I'll see you next time. This is Rodder Bet, bringing the best, most consistent and transparent betting strategy for you.